Hey, my friends, welcome. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of June, 2023. I'm here with my friends, Freddie the Teddy, Patrick the Bear, and this is your card of the day. All right, so we're using the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot by Radley Valentine, illustrations by Dan Craig. We've already pulled our major arcana of the week, which is the renewal card featuring Archangel Jeremiel. And incidentally, today I think should be quite an angelic day since it is a 4-numbered day. 6 plus 6, 12, plus 2, 8, plus 2, 10, plus 3, 13, 1 and 3, 4. There you go. All right, so great ones of the sky, loving mother of the earth, thank you for being with me today as I do this card of the day reading. Whoops, there's 2 that came out. I set the intention to see, to feel, to hear, and to know that your words of spirit, may it be clear, maybe it enlighten, maybe it inspires, and may it heal. So be it, so shall it be. And I'm going to read these 3 cards since they slid off. I mean, it could be messy, but I think we just go straight from the top. There's where we are. Transformation. Use the energy of the angels to bring you the transformation that you're looking for. So the hourglass in this image is not quite half full, not quite half empty, but it is nearly running out on what it is that you are working on and doing. And here we see our dreamers, well, actually our dreamer really is walking away and has the guardian angel is holding his hand. You see the light in her hand leading this person, the reader, you, the subject, to the realization that life has to change. And you're moving towards liberation. Now look underneath this hourglass. You've got a butterfly, which is all about transformation. And you see that the vines of the ivy they're not wrapped around that stone. They're sort of finding freedom from it. Now the tower does represent something that you are coming away from, the feeling of being trapped or held up, and the thunderstorm is the energy that's releasing it. Right, let's see. That's what we know is happening. And we've got the 16, which adds to a 7. You're on the right pathway. Just liberate yourself some of the control that you've got, or the feeling of control. Let's see what the second card is. This is at the heart of everything. This is the 10 of air. Endings, recovery, and freedom. So when there is an ending to a situation, a story, a person, a relationship, a business, a job, there will always be that feeling of recovering from any debris that may or may not have stuck. So right now you're in the transformation. We all are. The whole time, the whole world is in it. But we also have to acknowledge the journey that has led us here in our thoughts. Any unfinished thoughts or feelings or stories or situations that might have come up need to be addressed. We need to be looking at them. We need to be seeing what they did or didn't represent. Here we see our angel surrounded by the 10 swords, because in traditional tarot, air represents swords, holding an hourglass. Now in this hourglass, it appears to be half full, half empty, but we are standing on fertile soil by the looks of things. So I would say right now the difficulties are finished, they're over. Challenges move into the past, they're done. You know, we have to sort of stop lingering on to it so you can focus on what's next. So this card has a bit of a sense of relief to it. Could be today you're making very fast, quick goodbyes. You've got some mixed messages, you feel a bit of joy, you feel a bit of sadness, but you're finally getting to move on with your life. So if you're carrying any kind of resentment or weird feelings from the past, time to let your angel have it. Time to let it go. The angels understand that the leaving of one situation and the formation of another, especially if it hasn't actually materialized, can be dramatic. So for you, close your eyes. Imagine yourself being wrapped up in your guardian angel wings, or even if you feel the hand of a guardian, perhaps someone that's passed, and maybe this is what this is about, a person that has ascended from their body back into the home of spirit. And let that somehow find the comfort from angels, from the spirit world. You know what? Remembering the past in a negative way, and sometimes in a good way, can be the worst thing we can do, because it stops us from moving on. Particularly if we are in addictive relationships, if we're in addictive habits. Now let's see what happens and what the outcome is going to be. Please the 9 of air. Oh dear. Well, now listen. I say oh dear. This is also going to, because this transformation is a pretty big one, because you're sort of letting go of the thoughts and the feelings and the people and the places, and you're putting them in the past, there is sometimes where the ego wants to play a little bit of a trick. So the 9 of air, to me, is this revolving idea that we're having these bad dreams, we're waking up in nightmares, and you might physically be getting up at 1, at 2, at 3 in the morning for no reason. Don't worry, it's okay. Look, we've got this guardian angel above us. They're watching, they know, they can see it. This is because it's an air card, it's really all about, and interesting, it's a 9 and a 10. It's interesting to note that, what are you so worried about? What are you getting yourself in a twist about? What is it that you are really not letting go of? Because our Archangel Jeremiel is giving you a life review. And here's what I've got to say about that. Sometimes when we have to look back at the people, the places, the situations, the stories, the habits that we have gotten ourselves into, the challenge is that we don't look at that as being so much our fault, because there is no fault if you learn from it. So my nugget for you today with these cards is, what are you actually learning from this? And everything is temporary. From bad dreams and bad thoughts, you wake up renewed to a new day. You put your feet flat on the floor. You open your eyes, you open your heart, you open your whole life to saying, this is a brand new day. And you can affirm to yourself, let this day be free from worry, free from fear, free from anxiety, free from depression. I am no longer a prisoner of my negative thoughts and emotional chit chat, whatever that looks like for you. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Very good reason why these 3 cards popped. If you want transformation, it's coming, but you have to untether yourself from the people, the places, the situations, the stories, the drama that went with it. There is a tendency and a habit, particularly if what's ended, what's changed, what's come is not our fault. It's not something we can control. It was not something that we had any hand in. The 9 of air says, you may have nightmares, you may have bad dreams, you may wake up in the middle of the night, but your guardian angels got you. Put your faith in your feet. Let the earth absorb the negativity, draw it down into the crystalline layers. Let those crystals be the neutralizing factor that neutralizes anything that you feel bad about. Cleanse it, wash it, and then whoosh it back on up into renewed, clean energy. Every breath in, joy, peace, ease, love, prosperity, all the things you're looking for, and then you exhale out. Don't have to exhale out the opposite unless you want to. You just exhale. Lots of times we exhale, the opposite of what we want to bring in, particularly if it's heavy and it's weighty. If you've been saying, I can't afford this, there's not enough money, I won't get paid, I'll lose my house, blah, 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 blah. See how that's not really serving anybody? Because you haven't up to this point. You've always been able to make it. And somehow or another, whether you trust in the angels and spirit guides or not, they have always, always, always had your back, particularly and especially if you're in the mode of gratitude. What are you grateful for? Do you have food in your belly? Do you have a roof over your head? Is your air conditioning or your heating on? Depends on where you live. Are you thankful for the person that served you coffee at the coffee shop today? Are you grateful that there's gas in your vehicle? Are you, all these little tiny miracles, they're ongoing. And once you lift your vibration up to it, all these things, the transformation has happened. So, might look a bit doom and gloom for today. It isn't. It is self-reflection. It's cutting the ties. It's letting go. Because renewal is absolutely what's going to be happening. I'm interested to see what's going to be going on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Because really, we are in this month of summer. And we've got ourselves going. It's always a challenge to read things that seem to be awkward, but look at it a different way. I always feel like discomfort in the body, whether it's your belly or your head or your ears or your left side, right side, your joints. That's an indication that something's not quite right and something needs attention. And perhaps it's a question of saying, well, thank you for bringing it to my attention. Now let it be healed. Or it's a time to rest. All it is just emotions and energy that's trapped, particularly if it's joint related, or not expressed if it's muscle related. Those muscles tighten into a cramp. This is the time to ease up, release, meditate, go for a walk. And if you're going for a walk and you're thinking about someone that has ascended into spirit, a loved one, partner, husband, any of those, they are always with you, always will be. There's a piece of them that doesn't change that relationship while you are still here on this earth, in this physical world. If you were a son or a mother or a father or any relative of somebody who's gone into spirit, that relationship that you have with that individual, their spirit, their soul, did not get severed. As long as you are still here, they are with you in spirit. Imagine that they're still in their house, or they're still here, they're still there, they're still around. And, you might not be able to pick up the phone and chit-chat with them. They may not be able to come in for a cup of tea and give them a hug, but you just close your eyes. You just see their face. You just hold them to your heart. Yeah, it's probably going to bring up some tears. You may say to them, I miss you. You may say to them, I love you. You may say to them, oh, please come, help, what have you. They will. They do. This is the connection. Just because the person left, I don't know why I'm going on about this, but I feel like I need to. And my guides are saying, yes, yes, yes. In times of trouble, we have to figure out a way to calm the still waters. And sometimes when the physical waters that we're on, and we're in a boat, and it's all going like this, like, oh my goodness, don't turn on the telly, don't watch the news, you never know what you're going to hear. But when we're doing this, thunderstorms and bad weather and all this, we can pull in the world of spirit. Hold me, hug me, and then be grateful. Thank you for hugging me, bringing me this incredible feeling of well-being. It feels so good to know that you're here. So be it, so shall it be. And then, you let the tears flow, or you let the comfort come. Sometimes when we feel that turmoil and that not so good, it's an indication we're not on our own. We got some helpers here. Let them come help. Right, my friends. Thanks so much for letting me bring you the card of the day. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, pass it along. And until tomorrow, much love, much blessings. Bye.